All right, thank you, Stefan. Everyone will be watching for this announcement today. Another province-wide shutdown is expected to be announced as a spike in cases threatens Ontario's critical care system.
I'm very concerned to see the ICU capacity, and we all have to be vigilant. And throughout the holidays over the next few days, I'm just asking people, don't gather in large groups. Don't have big gatherings, and follow the protocols of the Chief Medical Officer.
Multiple sources telling City News that all of Ontario will enter the gray zone first thing Saturday morning, and it's going to last at least 4 weeks. Here's what it means. Patio dining, well, that will no longer be allowed, but non-essential retail is expected to remain open at 25% capacity. Under this gray lockdown zone, there will be no indoor gatherings allowed with anyone outside of your household. Go to our website, citynews.ca, for more on this. But again, the official announcement is coming down later on today. We'll let you know as soon as we know timing on that. Meantime, the Ontario Hospital Association says there are currently 421 COVID patients in the ICU. That's the highest since the pandemic began. Here's the thing. When it comes to schools, that plan is still unclear.
We're going to be elevating our infection prevention measures and our testing access for students and staff because we recognize numbers are rising in the community.
Sources originally indicating that schools would return after the Easter weekend, but some boards are preparing parents for another round of remote learning. There's a letter circulating online from the York Catholic District School Board, and it reads in part, it appears on Thursday the Ministry of Education will announce a 4-week shutdown of schools across Ontario starting Tuesday, April the 6th. If this is the case, why CDSB? Those schools will be closed and all students will participate in remote online learning. So again, should there be an education announcement today, we will follow that. Same goes for the provincial announcement, and it's possible that might all come down within one announcement. So do stay with us. We'll get that all to you. One thing that's not going to be affected, the greens. 5 golf courses in the city of Toronto will be opening today for the 2021 season. Let's bring you to a live look at one of them. Humber Valley Golf Course is celebrating its 100th anniversary. Scarlet Woods in Don Valley also opening ahead of schedule. The city is urging users to follow all Toronto public health guidelines. And if you want to learn more about the golfing system, you can do that on their website, toronto.ca/golf. I think a lot of people will be looking for outdoor options. All right, let's talk about vaccinations now. Thousands of vaccine bookings are up for grabs. Toronto wants the province to lower the age restriction for vaccines so that more people can roll up their sleeves.
I'm most of all in favor of solidarity of people deciding we are going to work together collectively, as we've done so far quite well, but we just have to do it for a while longer and really focus hard on that.
The city hopes to start vaccinating residents 60 and over in the coming days. Right now, the province's online system only allows seniors 70 and older to sign up. And a reminder here, 6 mass vaccination clinics will remain open in the city throughout the Easter long weekend, and you can book an appointment online. You can also do that by phone. We have a lot to go over today. Coming up just after 7 o'clock, Mayor John Tory will be joining us live. And we'll talk, obviously, about the vaccine rollout, plus about this province-wide shutdown. Now let's talk about this. Canada is expecting 10 million doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine by the end of April, but that could be delayed after a manufacturing error. Johnson & Johnson confirming yesterday that a vaccine ingredient used by a Baltimore manufacturer did not meet quality standards. The company promised to deliver 20 million doses of its vaccine to the U.S. by the end of March and 80 million more doses by the end of May. President Joe Biden has pledged to have enough vaccines for all U.S. adults by the end of May, and a federal official says the administration's goal can be met without additional Johnson & Johnson doses. So let's look ahead. The Easter weekend almost here, and something to keep in mind on top of the provincial closures, there will be a lot of other closures across the city. So to note, government services, most grocery stores, as well as liquor and beer stores, they're going to be shut down Good Friday and Easter Monday. And the TTC and GO Transit will be operating on a holiday schedule tomorrow. You can go to our website, citynews.ca, for a full list. Meantime, most churches expect to open their doors to residents for physically distanced Good Friday masses tomorrow. Places of worship in those gray zones, which will be a lot of people soon, can operate with 15% capacity indoors. Church services will also be held virtually. And coming up just after 8 o'clock, we're going to be speaking with the Catholic Archbishop of Toronto about Easter celebrations that are happening this year. I want to give drivers a heads up now. Those who use College Street downtown, you're going to need to find another route as we're looking at a 2-month closure now getting underway. So College Street between McCall and Huron shut down for emergency repairs after a century-old brick sewer collapsed over the weekend. It caused a 25-foot deep sinkhole. For those who take transit, the 506 Carlton and the 306 Carlton streetcars, they will likely be diverted throughout this closure as well. Steph will bring you more in traffic. And want to get you an update now to a story that we brought you yesterday morning. A fire involving a cell tower is now being investigated as arson. Fire crews were called, you might remember seeing this, to the area of Midland and the 401 around 5:30 yesterday. This fire causing a major traffic mess, closures lasting overnight. They have since been cleared. A crane was even brought in to support that damaged structure. Police announcing that the fire marshal has deemed this as a case of arson. So far, no suspect in this incident. Okay, 6:10 is your time right now. Coming up next, the panic buying of toilet paper and paper towels last year may now cost you big time. We're going to talk to Mike Epple after the break.